Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day so far. So for today's video, I don't know if I've ever on this channel given a more clear and obvious idea as to what my video is about than what I did with my title and thumbnail. I know it's quite funny, to be honest. Yes, that's right. We are talking about the news that just released the other day for Call of Duty and its future now that Microsoft has acquired Activision and their games, as well as the many other different companies that work under Activision to make their games. We got some updates that, to be honest, are not shocking, but also not good, but also very cool and needed if true. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, be sure to like the video and subscribe and let me know what you thought about this news down below in the comments. So let's dive right into it. So first off, this comes from Charlie Intel. So on Twitter, Bloomberg reports that the next 3 Call of Duty games will release on PlayStation as part of the PlayStation and Activision partnership. There will be a new Modern Warfare game this year and a new Treyarch game next year. And the last part of this tweet is, in quotations, Warzone 2 in development. Yes, you read that right. God damn it, man. Why are we still doing this? Will they ever learn from their mistakes? So what's the problem here? You're probably wondering. Well, it's pretty obvious, and it isn't those first 2 parts of the tweet. Warzone 2? Really, man? I'm sorry, but in what universe is anyone at this point even asking for this to happen? Honest to God, man, if I'm being real with you all, and I saw somebody tweet this for humor, but if there was ever to be a Warzone 2 that I wanted to see, it would be a sequel to Halo 5's version of Warzone, where it was PvE and PvP style game mode fighting AI and other online players on these big scale maps. Does anybody remember that from Halo 5 all those years ago? I actually kind of had fun with that game. With that game mode, to be specific, when Halo 5 came out. That was actually one of the more defining moments of Halo 5. I know that game is not perceived as the most well thought out game, or at least Halo game ever, but Warzone in that game was actually pretty dope and pretty fun to play because it was a good way to level yourself up, and it had a good progression system along with it to go with that game mode. So, if you are going to make a sequel to anything Battle Royale related, why not just continue on with what you did with Blackout? People actually really liked and loved Blackout. I didn't particularly like it. I mean, I thought it was just okay for a BR, but at least that game felt like a Battle Royale. I mean, look, I'm sorry, but controversial here, but I don't see Warzone as a real, true Battle Royale. The game feels more like multiplayer than BR with the loadouts and all that crap. And at least with Blackout, you had to earn the win. You had to earn your way to get through the map. You had to make your own stuff and loot for your own things to survive. With Warzone, you just pay for everything by getting money from loot boxes. I'm sorry, but that's just not fun. Seriously, man, they only care about the money. And to be clear, I don't know exactly if this is what Microsoft wants to happen, because at the end of the day, the official transaction doesn't happen until June of next year, right before the next Treyarch game happens. Regarding the rest of the text in that tweet, we've already known all that stuff, so that's not really a shock there. The next tweet up says, based on Bloomberg reporting, new Call of Duty Modern Warfare from Infinity Ward this fall. Obviously. New Call of Duty from Treyarch in fall 2023. Obviously, we already know that. Warzone next iteration in 2023. Obviously, we just talked about that. I don't know why they're doing this. And of course, all are releasing on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Of course, that's been a thing since forever now. Now, again, this is stuff we already know, but it is important to know something, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? This new Modern Warfare game coming out this year will be the first solid 3-year development game that we've had in years. So, of course, if you don't know, the last 2 games, to a degree, did not have a 3-year game cycle. I would say they, in some cases, more had a 2-year cycle, maybe 2.5-2-year cycle. And, of course, they are the worst games in the entire franchise. I mean, as of right now, Vanguard is by far the worst game in the entire franchise. And that's just right now. We don't know where it's going to land down the line. By the time the next game comes out. And of course, this was due to the fact that Sledgehammer Games was fired from doing their most recent game during development and had to let Treyarch come in and switch things around. So Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 will officially be the first game back with a 3-year development. And now to be clear, is that a good thing? Well, yes, 100% it is. That's a good thing. Will that garner a good and finished product? Well, I mean, I don't know anymore, to be honest with this franchise. Modern Warfare 2019 had that, and yet that game sucked. It wasn't good. I'm sorry, I know that's another controversial thing to say, but it had a good campaign. Again, I admit it every time. The game had a good campaign. I really liked that campaign. But the multiplayer was just so lackluster and made no sense at all. And the Spec Ops was just an unmitigated disaster. Of course, Warzone was an overrated piece of crap, but that's besides the point. And to be honest, I just don't trust them anymore. Guys, come on. Let's be real here. Next year's game is just going to be another carbon copy of Modern Warfare 2019. And if it isn't, then I will totally eat my words and take everything back. I promise you that. Now, the last tweet with news that we should discuss is this, and it's the best one yet to say. Microsoft reportedly is committed to releasing Call of Duty on PlayStation through at least 2023 per Bloomberg's reporting. After that, it's not clear what Microsoft plans to do, and it's not clear if there will be yearly Call of Duty after 2023. Now, this right here is the good news in my mind. We could potentially not be getting a yearly release anymore after the next game comes out, which is a good step in the right direction. This would help the franchise out so much. I am perfectly fine with COD going one game every other year type of release, where we would get a new title every 2 years instead of 1 year. That would probably help the devs get back on track a lot more. So this right here is actually really good news that almost all COD fans at this point should be happy about. Now, of course, again, we don't know what Microsoft is going to do with Call of Duty, hence what it says in the tweet, since they will control it next year, but hopefully they listen to the fans and the devs and we can get some good things rolling out for this franchise. I mean, they at least over at Xbox have a competent CEO, unlike Activision, who has the worst of the worst and will potentially be gone by the time this acquisition comes to fruition in June of next year. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this Call of Duty news video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Comment down below what you thought about this news. Again, as always, keep it respectful. I know I've had some people in my comment section really come at me and say that I'm just trying to be overly negative. And guys, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be negative on purpose or any of that. My ideal position right now is to criticize what this franchise is doing and maybe hopefully spur some engagement from the COD community and get these devs and Activision to get back on track to where they were so many years ago when they were rolling out games that were finished, good products, even if not everybody liked the game personally for themselves. But I don't make these videos to be negative. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not one of these YouTube channels who goes out and, calls people by names from the dev side of things. I don't, unless it's Bobby Kotick, of course, because Bobby Kotick, we all know, is the worst of the worst. But I'm not somebody out here who's going to forcefully just, slash and bash any of these devs and what they're doing, because at the end of the day, they're probably the ones getting the worst of it right now. And so, I want them to make good games. I want them to come out with good finished products so I can go back to playing this franchise all the time like I used to, so many years ago. I mean, guys, it's been so long. It has been so damn long that I have sat down and actively played a Call of Duty game in full for months on end, for weeks on end. It hasn't been like this since before Black Ops 4 for me. I want this game to get back on track. And with this news regarding Warzone 2, it brings nothing but bad feelings. I mean, and again, the good news here is that maybe we'll go away from yearly releases. But again, that Warzone 2 news is just, it's eking at me, and I don't like it at all. I dislike it so much. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I want to know what you guys think of this news. If you did like this, be sure again to like the video if you want to see more, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Turn on that notification bell and share the video. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video.